Hi, I'm Leah Jorgensen, and this is Between Two Vines. I'm happy to introduce a guest who I've known and adored for years. Welcome to the show, Leigh Brown.
Thank you.
Yes. So obviously we've known each other a long time, and I feel like I know you pretty well. You're native of Indiana, and I knew you were a pastry chef, but I didn't realize you were Amish. And our intern researched the Amish communities, and they're really known for their baked goods, right? So,
Well, I'm not Amish. I do love horses.
But it says you're a pastry chef.
Sure.
Again, knowing you for a long time, I didn't know that you were a really big liar.
I'm a liar.
It says here you play the harp.
Oh. Yeah, well, the harp is a little bigger than the lyre, but the lyre is the oldest one, yeah.
It also says here that you're from South Africa, and I guess I always knew that, but I guess I've always been puzzled why you don't have a South African accent.
Well, yeah, my dad's from South Africa, so I wasn't born there.
But
remember, I'm Amish, so yeah.
It says, okay, well the note says you're from South Africa.
You know.
Okay.
I forgot the accent.
Well, we have today your new project.
Yes.
Lilati, which is beautiful.
Thank you.
And but that has nothing to do with Lolita.
Nothing to do with Lolita. No.
No Nabokov.
No, but you could call it Lolita. Yeah.
Um.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that has dog hair on everything.
That's cat hair. It's cat hair.
Okay.
I have cats. Leigh.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. You're a cat lady. Yeah.
Okay, so we have Leigh Brown here, and Leigh and I actually go way back.
Yes.
We go back before wine school.
Yeah.
But really, our winemaking story, as our winemaking friends, goes, I think the root of it is when we went to school.
Yeah, totally.
We carpooled together.
We did.
We studied together.
We drank wine together.
We were lab partners all the time.
Yes.
I'm surprised you didn't get sick of me.
No.
I feel like I was, maybe you're like little,
oh my gosh, no.
stalker.
I don't think I could have done it without you. So
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
And we were saying Leah, like how people confuse our names.
Right.
It's funny. But let's back up. So we finished school at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You got married. You eventually started working where you are now at
Yes.
Beacon Hill.
Yes.
Give us a backstory. Like, how did you get back into winemaking after school?
Yeah, well, I worked for Howard Mosaico at AFI Wines for 4 years. I was his cellar master, and that was a wonderful experience. And before that, I'd done a vintage in South Africa at a farm near my family's place. And anyway, I kind of went more into the sales direction for a while, and then I kind of fell into Beacon Hill and kind of got stuck into the cellar, which is where I just always love to be. Clearly, I'm always dressed like this.
Found yourself back in the cellar.
Yeah, I found myself back in the cellar. I ended up becoming the assistant winemaker for Marshall Davis Wines, which is based out of Carlton, but we make those wines at Beacon Hill. And we also make Beacon Hills wines along with a few other clients. And then in 2019, my boss told me I had to make something. So
Had to.
This was not my first wine, but I just released that one. But yeah, so here I am with Lilati Wines, totally freaking out. So
no freaking out. It's a beautiful wine. It's a beautiful label.
Oh, thanks.
And it's also a beautiful story. Please share what Lilati means.
Yeah, so Lilati, I wanted to do, first of all, a name that maybe no one else was using, as you know. And I also wanted to do something that kind of represented my family. And I love all my family, but I have many cousins and aunts and uncles in South Africa, and it's truly my favorite place. And sort of to honor them, I named it after my great-grandfather's farm. which was named Lilati. That's kind of how I came up with the name. And all my labels are patterns of a fabric called kukoi, which is not just in South Africa, and other countries too, in Africa. And so all of my labels play off the kukoi fabric. Just wanted to be bright and colorful.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And that backstory is even more amazing.
Oh, thanks.
It's really cool. It's unique and special. And favorite part of the winemaking cycle? Like, what do you look forward to the most in each vintage?
Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say this always leading up to it, but harvest time. I really like the whole aspect of harvest, the smell, the activity. I like to be physically active and busy, and I like that every year it's totally different. Granted, I never want a year with smoke again, or fires, or COVID, but no, it's just always such a really, I like that it's always different. I mean, yes, there's good to have some sort of thing that's the same, but I really like the challenge of things always being different. And
it's like a new canvas each year.
Yeah. And I'm lucky that we don't make that much wine where we are. We make just under 10,000 cases, but we make like 45 to 48 different wines each year, all these little lots. So I'm always pushing my boss that we should do more varietals, and it's insane, but it's fun. And then now I'm adding to the chaos. So yeah, it's good. But yeah, I love the whole harvest is truly my favorite time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say would be your signature style across the vintages since you've been learning about and making wine? Like, what is your style in the winemaking process, and really how it translates to your own wine?
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest, I'm kind of figuring that out as I go, but I do feel like, especially with the varietals that I'm choosing, clearly doing a rosé, not of Pinot Noir, but of something different, like you. For me, it's sort of more to challenge myself to learn and do something unique and different, hopefully. But I'm trying, my goal is to sort of achieve sort of bigger, bold wines. And I don't know how that necessarily translates each year for what I'm making, but I definitely want to leave a message that's memorable. And I don't want to be subtle, I guess. I know I should be making Pinot Noir right now, but I make so much Pinot Noir for clients and with my boss, which I love. But for me specifically, I'm not saying never, but right now I want to focus on kind of getting more into what I did there.
I think it's funny that you just mentioned Pinot Noir guilt. Like, because
it's like,
I don't make a drop of Pinot Noir. Not a drop.
No,
not a drop.
Know.
And I love
it. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I kind of feel like my friends make great Pinot Noir. I'm just not competing with them,
right,
which is kind of
true.
cool.
Yeah.
And when you do a dinner together or an event, and you put your wines on the table, they're completely different and they complement and not repel. So it's like they're not competing at all.
No, it's very true. Yeah, and like you, I'm just trying to be different in this big world of making wine. Being someone small, I don't want to get totally gobbled up yet. So I'm trying. I'm going to try. So we'll see.
Yeah.
No,
what has been the most satisfying thing for you since you've launched this?
I think kind of seeing it in a bottle, if that makes sense. Like I'm not good at talking about myself, looking at things I do and all of that. It makes me, I don't know how you felt doing stuff. It just makes me really uncomfortable. But, I had an amazing designer come up with my labels. They completely saw my vision immediately. I mean, this, like, for example, this fabric is a fabric that I own, that I've had forever. Not all my labels are from fabrics that I grew up with, but, they were able to make something that was like really special, and that to me has been the best part, is just seeing my vision kind of come out onto paper or wine or whatever. It's not always, there's been a lot of frustration in the whole process. I'm sure you've seen it all too. But that's just how you learn and grow and get better, in my opinion. So
What's next for Lilati?
Well, I just bottled my Primitivo that I'm really excited about, actually. I just did, all my wines too are small runs, partly because I can't afford to do big runs. But I just did I just did like over 70 cases of Primitivo. I have a Grenache coming out in August. And then, next year I'm hoping to do Sauvignon Blanc. I'll have a Syrah bottled. I'm going to do Merlot next year. I'm actually going to do a rosé of Grenache.
Beautiful.
Instead of Syrah. And I think that's it. I think I looked at a million options. I was like, I'm going to do this. And then I was like, I can't afford to do this. So
we'll see.
You'll see.
But in the meantime, it's exciting what you're doing.
Thank you.
That you're exploring different varietals and you're showing, like you said, this isn't subtle. This is like, we're showing the fullness of these wines and the varietals. And I think it's good to be, to not feel like you have to, everything in the Willamette Valley in particular feels like everything has to be so gentle, and for so long, like the trends have always been like acid, and and there's more to a wine structure than just acid. True. And so to be able to play with that in a meaningful way and in a way that still shows these wines are going to be great with food, like that's, I think it's a nice moment for that. There's a nice moment for that. Yeah, I want the grape to truly express itself as much as it can. So to me, sometimes, yes, certain things should be subtle, you're more high acid, but I think in general to have the true expression of the grape and its full flavor is really what it should be, you know? Right. That's my opinion. All right, my last question then is, you are a dog person. Yes, I am. Even though we said I was a cat lady. Yes. Which no offense to the cat people. No, I'm a cat person. But I'm also a dog person. We have a puppy. Yeah. And I grew up with dogs. I actually never grew up with cats. Right. So I really am a dog person that became a cat person that now has a dog that I don't know what to do with because she's crazy. Yeah. But, no, she's cute. Tell me, as a dog lover, because the years that I've known you, you've always had two dogs like walking behind you. Yep. How are they involved in your winemaking vision? How are the dogs participating? Well, they love when I'm covered in wine. When I come home, they love, especially my girl Lucy. She likes to lick my pants and things like that if I drip wine on me. I don't know. Of course, my dream is to have them like on the forklift with me, but they're border collies, so I think that's like too much. No, they're gonna want too much stimulation. I know. They're gonna like herd you. Yeah. I mean, they're my babies. As annoying as that sounds, but no. Yeah, I don't know. I always hope to have dogs. I would love to have them in the winery, but we'll see. Following you in the vineyard. Follow me in the vineyard one day. That would be amazing. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Well, Leigh, it's always so good to see you. You too. I just adore you, and it's been way too long. I think about you all the time, and I'm just so excited that this is here and now live. Yeah, me too. So visit Lilati. How can people find your wine? LilatiWines.com, I guess. Yeah, online. And members of me and my winemaker friends will certainly get this lovely bottle as your initiation. Yes, excellent. Thanks so much. Thank you.